So, did you succeed? Let's build this flat list together. For this here, we render a flat list, and you learned that you need to provide the data prop, which points at the array that holds the data that should be output. And in this case, that's our guess rounds state snapshot. That's the array of data which we want to output. Now then we need to provide render item, which receives a function that is responsible for rendering the individual items. So a function that will be called by FlatList for every item in our data array. Now here we can provide an arrow function, and we want to render, let's say, a text element for every item in this guess rounds array. And you did learn that you automatically receive the item data here as an argument, automatically passed in by React Native, by FlatList. And therefore, between those text tags, we can then output item data.item.value, if this would be an object with a value property, but in this case, the item itself is already a number, so we just output that item, that number. Now you also learned that the key that uniquely identifies every item is also needed when working with FlatList. But you don't add the key by adding a key prop. Instead, FlatList will add it for you. It will look for a key property on your data objects, but since our data are no objects, but instead primitive numbers, it won't find that. Hence, we can add this key extractor prop where we tell FlatList how to derive a fitting key. And for that, here, we provide a function as well, which will also be executed by FlatList. And in here, we get our item, and we know that in this case, the item itself is a perfect key because the item itself is a number which is guaranteed to be unique for every guess rounds element. So we have a unique key here, and we just tell FlatList to basically use our data itself as a key, since every data item will be unique. Okay, so now with that, we have a flat list, and if we save this and we give this a try, this also is looking quite good, and we now render these items here. As a next step, we of course want to improve the styling of these items because at the moment they are, well, ugly, to be honest.